Welcome back, YouTube subscribers and viewers. Today we are back in the owner's compound area, and we'll be talking about one of the lost buildings here, an attachment to the Colony House, which is our visitor center today. There used to be a shed attachment on this building. It was 12 feet out from the back, and it continued the length of the structure itself. We believe the shed was attached somewhere between late 1830s, but definitely on the structure by 1858. And the reason we know 1858 is the year is because the Colony House got a new paint color. And when the shed was detached, much later on in the 20th century, the portion of the building where the structure shed was attached did not receive that new paint color. So we know it's at least a little bit prior to 1858. Now, this building was attached, the shed was attached for extra space in the structure. This was a boarding school for the Collins sons, and the sons lived there with their tutors and minister and all their pets. And so they needed a little bit of extra space. And the shed consisted of 3 rooms, we believe. A kitchen, a pantry, some might have called it a dining room as well, and then a storage. And this portion of the building is where a door was leading out. And then there would have been a window probably right around here as well. After the Civil War, when Mary Collins moved back to the plantation, a widow by this point in time, instead of living in the large plantation home here, she decided to move into the Colony House a couple of years later. So 1869 actually was the year, and she moved here with her youngest son, Arthur Collins, and they lived here for a few years. And that's when the shed got a redo a little bit. They did some modifications to the kitchen, pantry, and storage area, and Mary Collins lived in this structure, the Colony House, for the rest of her life. She passed away here in 1872. So we can tell where the shed was attached to the structure because there are still auger holes visible on the 21st board up from the bottom. And so that is one board above this metal thing right here. And if you look along the length of that, you can see a few auger holes filled in now, and that's where it was attached. Why the shed is no longer standing here on the property today is it was actually torn down in 1941. The WPA was in this area, and they were doing surveys and a little bit of archaeological work, and they came to the conclusion that the shed did not date back to the Collins time period. So they tore the shed addition down. Now, with doing more research years later, we do realize that wasn't true, and the shed was here when the Collins lived on the plantation before the Civil War. So that's a little bit about this structure here. We hope you enjoyed the video and come out here to take a guided tour of our site. You'll get to see the structure, you'll get to see the auger holes if you look closely, and we hope to see you out here soon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We would love to have more subscribers, and that's it for now. Thank you guys so much.